Okay, we're back, and presumably you have downloaded that PDF and you've tried analyzing this piece yourself. So let's dive in and take a look at it. Now, the first thing we want to do, like always when we're analyzing a piece, is let's just take a listen to it. And when I listen to it this time through, I'm going to be thinking from like kind of a music theory perspective as I listen. The first thing I want to decide while I'm listening here is what key are we in? So I want to find a chord that sounds like the key that we're in. Now, in most cases, it's going to be the first or last chord, or probably they're the same. But let's just listen and let's think about that while we listen. And let's just get the piece in our head. Here we go. Okay. So, looking at our key signature tells us we are possibly in the key of G because it's 1 sharp, and we know that 1 sharp is the key of G major. However, when we listen to it and we find those chords that feel like they could be tonic, like this first chord, we don't necessarily see a G major chord, right? Here's a G pitch, which might throw us off and think, oh, that could be a G major. But let's look at the first 3 notes, E, G, B. If we stack those right on top of each other, we would see an E minor chord. So pretty safe assumption that we're in E minor here, which if you do your relative majors and minors, you would find that E minor has the same key signature as G major. So that is a pretty good bet. So let's call it E minor. Now, what's cool about this arrangement of this piece and makes it fairly easy to analyze is that a lot of these, of the left hand in the piano, the lower staff here, is really laid out in fairly simple chords for us, and that'll tell us pretty much everything we need. So let's just look through this. E, G, B. That is an E minor chord, so that's going to be 1. And in a minor key, we would do a lowercase 1 because it's minor. So lowercase 1. E, G, B, another lowercase 1. Now, when we're now analyzing something, we only really need to put a Roman numeral when it changes. So if we don't put anything here, it means it's still 1. So normally we would not put anything right here. We would just say 1, and then we'd stay on 1. So we wouldn't put anything right there. Here, the chord changes. So let's have a look at that. D, F, and A. Now, what is a D, F sharp? Sorry, D, F sharp and A. That is a root position D major chord, which in the key of E is 7. Let's real quick just